Hello, my name is Manex Ibar. I'm a spirit consciousness guide and mystic. I like to lead people through conscious evolutions using ceremonies, sessions, and different media to help you grow and learn about the spiritual and consciousness realms. In this episode, we're going to learn about how to commune with the elementals and enter into the magical realms of this nature. And so the air element is really about this gaseous state. The air element is a yang-yang energy. It's very powerful. It's very masculine. And when you think about air, a tornado or hurricane, devastating compared to feeling the fresh air in your face on a hot summer day on the beach. That gentle breeze is really just delightful because it soothes the heat of the sun. And so they usually always play together. And that yang energy feeds the fire, just like the fire feeds the air, right? I mean, the fire burns things into gas. It moves the water into gas and so into air. The air realm is very much about the mind, so if the body is earth and water is emotions and the fire is the heart, the air is the mind. And of course, the mind is very, very powerful as well. We can influence the body, the heart, and the emotions through the mind. We can repress and create a reality by imagination and by thought. And most of our reality is created by thought. So it's quite an amazing realm to venture into, is the air. And without air, we die pretty quickly. Actually, it's an interesting thing. We breathe through the nose and through the mouth. And there's a reason for that. We breathe through the nose to bring air to the mind. And we bring air to the body through the mouth. And obviously when we're eating and nourishing the body with food, we breathe through the nose and give air to the mind, to the thoughts, so that we can have that liberation. And we do think of air as being free, of moving freely through things. The whispering through the trees of the air coming in. And of course, it allows us to fly, which is quite amazing. Just like the mind allows us to fly through the imagination. It crosses barriers. It gives us that freedom. There's no more boundaries. It's boundless. It's expansiveness. It moves you through the expansion fields of possibilities, just like the mind is infinite in its creative power. Air is a very intense element that is hard for us to really grasp because it just is all around. But, just like as I was saying, if you don't eat for a long time, I think it's months that you can go without eating, without dying. Obviously, water is several weeks. They say 4 days. Without water, you start really injuring yourself unless you're very trained. But breathing, I think it's 4 minutes. And then you create brain damage. So air is extremely important and vital. Without it, there is no breath of life. And so with breathing, we can actually do so much transformation because it automatically activates our fire within, which then activates the water, which then permeates into the body. And the funny thing is, the transformation of the breath, taking in oxygen and giving carbon dioxide, it's also actually where we lose a lot of weight. Most people wonder where weight goes. It actually goes into air and water, funny enough. The breath and exercise, when we pump the energy, we breathe faster, and so we exchange more and we transform more, and we actually also get rid of toxins, get rid of things out into the air. It's a very, very effective element for cleansing and purification, and it actually can bring us back into pure mind essence. And it's funny that a lot of these very high philosophical ideas like Buddhism and Taoism comes from monasteries and temples very high up in the Himalayas, or the Keros in Asagata in Peru have very high spiritual ideals and concepts, and they're up high where the air is thin, and they're up high where the air is strong. That's where the mind is cleansed of its impure thoughts, of its monkey brains that basically keep us in trouble. Thank you for listening. I look forward to speaking more in another episode. For now, you can find out more information about me at my website, manexibar.com, MANEXIBAR.com, or on the Soulvana application and platform. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. With blessings, wherever you are, enjoy.